Thank you all for being here. This organization is a lot bigger than all of us. It is important because it's built on the ideals that made our country great, and we wouldn't be able to do what we do because we're a nonprofit that does not accept government money without private contributions from people like you. So thank you for your presence and your support. Many people ask me, how do you all do so much with such a small staff? And I give two answers. First, we have an outstanding staff. Mike Klein is always working hard in the back like he is tonight. You're going to meet Benita Dodd in just a second. But the second point is we have a great secret weapon, and that is a vast network of experts throughout the nation and throughout Georgia, academic experts in their subject area that give us the facts, provide the research and the ideas that go into the policy. We call them our senior fellows, and I'm very happy we have several of them with us tonight. I'd like to ask them please to stand so we can recognize them. Our senior fellows. Facts and ideas are very important, but that's not enough. We've got to learn as conservatives to tell stories, to talk about how these ideas impact people's lives. We've got to learn to put it into human level so people understand it. I'm a math and science person. I like the numbers and the logical reasoning, but everybody's not like that. And so we're making a conscious effort to change the way we do things by telling more stories, using more video. Just like the great story you heard of Sonny Park, our board member who was up here earlier, who lived the American dream. We realized that the best thing for us to do is to start telling those stories, and maybe we could start tonight. We have a great story in our staff, and that's with Benita Dodd. Now, Benita is our vice president. She's our communications director, director of our environmental initiative. She's editor of the Friday Facts. She's editor of the weekly op-ed that we send out statewide every week. She is our chief photographer, our social media coordinator, our intern coordinator, our outreach director. You get the idea. She does a lot. Please welcome Benita Dodd.
Thank you all. For so many of you who support the foundation, we're about the facts and the figures and the research, but to us, it's so much more than that. When Rogers Wade and Kelly McCutchen asked me to join the Georgia Public Policy Foundation, in fact, it was 10 years ago this month that they asked me to join, 10 years. When they asked me, it was to focus on communications and the foundation's environmental initiative, transportation, land use, energy, air quality, and water quality and quantity. And I love those issues, don't get me wrong. But even dearer to me, even dearer to my heart, is one of the foundation's priorities, our education initiative. You see, as Kelly said, I'm from South Africa. That's my great-grandmother. I think that may be my cat reincarnated. And under apartheid in South Africa, where I grew up, the government decided everything. Where I could live, what beach I could visit, who I could date, where I could go to eat, and where I could attend school. My high school was a refurbished public works department factory. I didn't have a choice, and I didn't even have a vote in my own country. My parents didn't graduate from high school. See that lady there? She was my 8th grade teacher. I was motivated enough to be elected head student at my high school. What I did have, despite a second-class education were first-class teachers. They inspired me to strive for my dreams beyond the constraints of government, to work, to find the money, to go on to university, to get my degree in journalism. And when I came to the foundation in 2003, it was from the AJC editorial board. What impresses me most about the foundation, though, is the commitment to school choice. The belief that children can achieve in a culture of higher expectations, that there are no excuses. And that's what I learned from teachers like Mrs. Moodley, my 8th grade teacher, that there are no excuses, that I could make it no matter where I came from. I was blessed. You know, so many children aren't. My childhood reinforced for me that no matter their color, their paycheck, or their zip code, families should have the opportunity to maximize their children's educational opportunity. An educated Georgia workforce is a better economy. It's more jobs. It's higher earnings for families to improve their quality of life. I'm blessed to have achieved my dream. And now you know why I love the Georgia Public Policy Foundation, and Kelly, and Mike, and all our senior fellows, and our board of advisors, and our board of trustees, and all the great supporters that we have. If you know us, you know that this is not just a job for us. This is a calling, and we appreciate it so much. Thank you.